Last night we went, and you basically wimped out on me.
I did wimp out.
No, really, seriously. I don't want to hear you because what you did yesterday was totally unacceptable.
It was an insult.
No, totally unacceptable.
I got home and I passed out. I woke up at like 4 that morning, and I just was like, I can't. I need to rest.
Okay, so everybody has to understand something happened dramatically yesterday, and today is another fine day at ProTinkerToys.com, and everybody has to understand one thing. Okay, there are a lot of people that think chiropractors are quacks, and I want to officially tell you, you are crazy if you believe that. Okay.
Some are.
And then he has to comment. Oh, okay, so there are the doctors. So there are bad doctors and good doctors, right? Okay.
The only reason why chiropractors get crap is because they don't have the same high scrutiny that doctors go through. That's it. Doctors go through medical school and then they do their residency. You just go.
Do you realize being a medical doctor in the 1800s?
Mm-hmm. Well, that was then. This is now.
No. I don't. That's the problem. Is that we lived. I was watching a movie yesterday. You know that everybody in the planet, 90% of people smoked. Okay, they smoked everywhere.
Mm-hmm. They thought it was good.
We still have a society. We still living. All my parents still lived. Half the society, but we take you literally. I have to tell you this right now, Mac Henry.
Mustache.
You got to cut that off.
Why?
I will give you $20 if you just
$20
cut it off.
To cut this off? No way.
50.
No way.
I'll give you $50. $50 if you cut it off right now, because it looks. You can I tell you right now?
Yeah, hold on. People need to see what he's talking about.
You literally look. Never mind. I'm not even going to comment.
Well,
because people will then will.
Porn star?
Yeah, you look like a 70s porn star. A 1970s porn star.
So, okay, hold on. Adam, is Adam on here?
No, he's not on. Okay.
Okay, so Adam posted a video or a photo of him and his family.
Oh, did you see that yesterday?
I texted him. I was like, "Bro, did you give up slot cars to go to the gym?" And he just was like, "Haha." I was like, "Yeah, you look good."
He looked like a porn star.
But was that fake?
Yes, it's fake.
Why would you do that?
I have no idea.
All the wrong messages.
I have no idea. Matter of fact, I was going to show everybody that picture because it really is disgusting.
I was like, good for you, Adam. You got.
No, it didn't. No, he didn't. This is not. I literally couldn't stop laughing for 10 minutes. This is not Adam Hurt, okay? This is not Adam Hurt right here. This is not Adam Hurt, okay? I just want everybody to know that is what Adam Hurt does not look like that, okay? He is not ripped like that, okay? And for him to do that is really disgusting, okay? Because Adam Hurt doesn't look anything like that, okay? He does not have biceps like that, okay? He does not have biceps like that, okay? He is basically a wimp, okay?
Dude, I was telling Nate,
unbelievable.
Skinny and
he is skinny. He's a scrawny little twerp.
It's such a false advertising.
What a drama queen. John Holmes 2.0. More gay. All right, so I gotta tell everybody my physical condition. And so I have to be honest, and so I'm going to tell you the whole scope. So on Monday, I went to the chiropractor. Okay, it's a husband and wife team, and I went to a chiropractor, and hold on, my tank fell apart here. I gotta fix the tread here on it.
engine bulk pack.
What?
This person bought an engine bulk pack. Bro, you should buy rockets instead of Auto World. We're getting into the rocket season. C6, 7, 16, 15.
Man, the deodorant he wears is just unbelievable. I tell you, these guys are just obsessed with live video. All right, today is Wednesday. It's hump day, and we're going to have some fun. Okay, I am really in a great mood today. I am really in a good mood. Just so everybody knows, I'm in one of those. I'm in one of those 90% days. Okay, I'm in a great mood today, and I got Auto World's got a sale on two sets, and one of them is the California Cruising. I'm going to show you the sets that they have on sale and why I want to buy whatever they have left. I just called Daniel on it. I tried to get a hold of Ryan. And oh, come on. I'm trying to do this without glasses, and my eyes have gone so bad that to try to do things without your glasses now, it's just like impossible. All right, that's perfect. Okay, that's all ready to go. I wanted to get that fixed because I want to show off some things. We got the Bryan Young picture. Don't forget to get the Bryan Young picture. I got my hat back here. Okay, so look at that belly. Okay, see, is that all you guys are gonna do? Is criticize me? All right, that's all you're gonna do, huh? Is that what we're gonna do? Is gonna pick on Bryan today? Unbelievable. Do you sell? Yes, I do sell Artemis 2 rockets. It's right here. right here is an Artemis 2 rocket right here. I have it as a model kit, and we sell the launch kits right here. If you buy this and this, you'll be able to launch the Artemis 2. And we also have the rocket engine C64s. C64s. The only problem is when they make these C63s, you could use a C67s, but A83s are okay. D12s, now you don't want to use a D engine. 11, D, A B64s, you could use a B64, that'd be okay. But an a B64, it would be a short launch. A C67 would be a great launch, C67. Anyways, these are available right now. Also, we have these Saturn V too. So you can get both these here at ProTinkerToys.com. Right here. These are the best two right here. Okay. All right. Now, what else was I going to talk about? And so I just want everybody to know that this is not, and I have a lot of gas right now, just so everybody knows. This is not, I want everybody to know, oh my gosh, it just keeps coming out. Holy cow. Oh my, okay, so I just want everybody to know this is not the real Adam Hurt, okay? I just want to let everybody know that is not the real Adam Hurt, okay? Just so everybody knows, okay? That is not the real Adam Hurt. Adam Hurt does not have biceps like that, okay? Oh my gosh, it just keeps coming. That is not the real Adam Hurt. That is the fake Adam Hurt, okay? That is the I want to be that way, Adam Hurt, okay? Unbelievable. All righty, so all right, let's get back to Bryan Young. And they keep moving my RC cart. I tell you, if they move my RC cart one more time and they don't put it back, I'm going to lose it. I'm literally going to lose it. Okay? I don't care if it's in front of your guns. Just all you have to do is move it away. Oh my God, they keep moving this thing like it's a big deal. Oh, I'm going to lose my, oh my gosh, don't come over here. It's very toxic. Very toxic. I wouldn't come over here for about an hour if that's how bad it is. Okay. I mean, it's just, I just keep ripping them. Holy cow. I just keep ripping them. All right. So let me show you what Auto World's got. And we're going to translate that into a sale. Okay. So they have, no one turn the lights on in here. Everybody's just a bunch of mental midgets. So we're going to have a sale on these two sets. All right. These are actually the best sets that they've had in a while. We're gonna have a sale on these things here pretty soon. That is the California Cruising. Okay, the California Cruising set. Okay, that set. Every time I come in this room, everything is all messed up. Everything is all messed up. It's never have I come in here in the last couple of days has it been organized. It's always a mess. It's like, really, seriously, unbelievable. Give me a royal fit. All right, now here are the two sets. 331. and the 335. Or wait a minute, was it? Let me double check that. 337. 337. Hold on. Or product. Showroom shootout. Oh, the showroom shootout. Oh, yeah, that's a good set because we're low on that one. I don't have any in here. The showroom shootout. They only have 32 of those left. And those have some good cars. And then the California Cruising, the Bel Air and the pickup truck, we're gonna be the only ones that are gonna have those sets. And that's great news. Great news. That's great news. That is great news. I love great news. I love sales. I love deals. I love everything. You can go ahead and ship those if you want to me. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Okay, so we have the showroom shootout and the California Cruising. We got two sets. I bought the rest that Auto World has. So now we own them. Zippity doo dah day, you know. Zippity doo dah, zippity. Okay, so that's that. Now, there's another thing I want to talk about. I do want to come back in here and I want to talk about this set right here. But I don't want to do it right now. Rally 4x4, I've got some interesting take on that. And I want to go over, everybody is concerned with my health, okay? And so I want to give an update on my foot, on my hip, on my leg, on my back, and how am I feeling? Do I feel better? And so I want to give everybody an update on that situation. Now, I walked this morning. I walked 3 miles this morning. I did that this morning. I got up around 6:40, 6:30, I think. And I got ready to walk. And we move a lot of product. 158 over 108. Okay, so let me explain everything to you. So let me give you a quick update on my health issue, okay? So I basically drove to Las Vegas 3 weeks ago. Actually, it's 4 weeks ago now. Unbelievable how long ago that was. Okay, when was that? Okay, because it seems like, okay, so So I left on the 12th, which is coming up to be that'd be 1, 2, 3, 3 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, a month ago. I left on the 12th. Unbelievable. All right. And so I went to Vegas and what did I do? Oh, yeah. I drove to Vegas in my Mini Cooper. And when I drive in my Mini Cooper, I'm sitting very low and I have to to get relaxed, I kind of cock my hip, which does not do good when I'm sitting in my car for for a long time. Okay. See, he does not like my golf. He doesn't. All he has to do is just move it aside.
That's what I did.
I know you. Oh, and you put it over here in the corner. Next time I catch it in the corner.
I did not do that.
Okay, you are a liar. Who did it then?
I don't know.
You guys want to go golfing?
I love to golf. Do you like to golf?
Yeah, we should go golfing.
I'll go golfing anytime you want. We'll do a live stream golfing.
That's called diffusing.
That is bull crap. Did you put that back there?
Did I? Yeah, I put that back there yesterday. That was me.
All right. So, anyways,
he wakes up and then, like, if he stubs his toe, he goes, "That Mac Henry."
Okay, so no, because I know what Mac Henry does.
Mac Henry made me stub my toe.
All right. So, anyways,
I'm the one that messed up.
And then I was lifting a lot of boxes in Vegas, which I should not have. As a guy my age, I don't need to be lifting 50-pound boxes, up above my shoulders. Okay. I just don't need to be doing that. And anyways, I think I pulled a nerve on my back, which a sciatic nerve goes right down to your legs and it affects your leg. It affects your body. It happened to me 15 years ago. And so I went to the chiropractor on Monday. She said, your back was kind of cocked. And so she readjusted me. All right. And it takes a couple days for that. There's immediately relief, but then there's you just have a sensitive nerve in your leg, which I do. It's all there is to it. And so it's going to take time and several adjustments to get everything perfect. Okay. It's just like it was with Harry Baberniak. I used to go every week at one time. When I had the, I remember when this was in 1991, maybe 1993, 4 or 5. We lived in our new trailer, and I remember I had to go in the shower, and I had to put my arm up like this, and I was so much pain. Okay, I couldn't even move my arm. That's how pain I was in. And there was a chiropractor right next door to our trailer park, and I went there the next day, and they adjusted me that same day, and the pain went away. Now, was there residual ache from when I was in that pain? Yes. Which a lot of people will say, well, that just shows you that your system is you're a quack, or that's just go to a doctor, Bryan. Go to a doctor. They know what they're talking about. Okay. All right. Great. There. See, that's exactly what I'm talking. Okay. Went to a quack practor. Okay. That's what they call them. Quack practice. It's amazing. I'm going to tell you this for the last time. The last time I had a foot problem, okay, I went to my dumb doctor. I went to my stupid doctor, okay? I said, I've got pain right through my leg here. He said, go over to therapy, okay, to the building, the sports therapy complex, and take some of these painkillers, okay? And then I called Harry, my chiropractor at the time. I called Harry and I said, Harry, they want to drug me. He said, listen, Bryan, come on up here. And so he took an x-ray of my back. They don't even do that nowadays, x-rays anymore. It's really, they've really screwed up the medical industry. COVID has. It's just amazing. Anyway, so you have to go to the doctors or this hospital now to get X-rays. And so Harry took an X-ray. He had an X-ray machine. He took an X-ray of my back, and he said, "Bryan, look right here. Your spine is going like this, and it's putting a pinch on your sciatic nerve that goes to your left or your right of your body, and that's why you have pain in your foot." Okay, and that's what I'm going to try to adjust. I'm going to try to straighten you up your spinal thing. And sure enough, he put me on the table. He did his adjustments, and then he adjusted my neck, my back, and the pain on my leg went away. And you know what? I'm going to tell you it went away 100% of it. But I can't tell you that because a lot of you just don't believe in it. That's the problem. They don't want to believe it. They just don't want to believe it. But that's just the way it is. That's the way it is. You can't get people to believe for some reason. They just don't want to believe, basically. They don't believe. Is that I'm sorry. I was trying to sing a message to you, but did not work. Go ahead and ship those 2 sets. Thank you very much, Bryan Young. So, if we look at the situation that we're in, all right. So yesterday, I was in the shed because it was called In the Shed Podcast, and I built our T34. I did a video and I call it a T35. I said, I got this T35, and a guy goes, "They never made a T35. I said, I know they didn't. But then I corrected later on. This is a T34 Russian tank from World War II. Now, the T34 was a popular tank. They made millions, not millions, but thousands of these things. They were not the greatest tank, but they were durable. It's kind of like, can you make a thing that's durable and make a lot of them? And that's what they did with the T34. They made a lot of them. Now, it's very easy to use this. You basically press the on button. All right, let's turn this camera this way. We'll turn the camera that way. And we're going to just turn this back on. You big bad on. You're going to rotate the turret. Look at that. Rotate the turret. Isn't that sweet looking? Don't you love this tank? Look at that. And it has forward and reverse treads. And you can go forward, backwards. You can turn one tread on to go forward or backwards. You know what's really cool about this? What's really cool about this model kit? And this is a Lego. It's Lego-like. You can take this apart. You can really design your own vehicle if you want. You can add these to Legos if you want, so you can motorize anything you want. This is the T34. These are available at ProTinkerToys.com. Go to our website, check out all the wonderful things at ProTinkerToys.com. And this is one of our many models, okay? Many brick things. We have a whole line of brick kits, okay? We have cars, we have helicopters. We have this one here, the CAD Master. This is a battery operated Rotos. This is an Osprey. Plus we have the Cobra Force. These are normally $100 and some dollars. We have these for $75. Look at that, $49 for Cobra Force. You get a tank, a Jeep. Then we have the Tiger tank. Now this Tiger is not motorized. All right, but this is for Brick Mania. This is the Oxford. Now what you could do is you can take this chassis and put it on the Kobe one, and it will work fine. And then we have the Sherman. That's a nice one too. Then we have the Thunderbird TB2 kit. Now this is one of my favorite right here. Is the Astro Boy. Go Astro Boy! Isn't that sweet looking? Then we've got the Mechanized Masters. Caddy. Gaunt Ryson assault rifle, P90 assault rifle. The P90, that's from the Stargate. The P90. The P90. P90. And so we have a lot of fun stuff available at ProTinkerToys.com. So my leg is about 60% back on charge. I walked this morning. I'm probably going to walk tomorrow morning because it felt good to walk. Plus, Ryan wanted me to do this back walking. Like, hey Siri, how important it is to walk backwards. Walking backwards can provide several health benefits such as improved balance, enhanced coordination, strengthened leg muscles, and reduced knee stress. It can also be more effective than intense form of workout as the body is less familiar with the movement. Interesting. Alrighty. So we got that all done. Let's see if she got my
Welcome to our voicemail system. You have reached the mailbox of Suzanne Sabo. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, press pound or simply hang up.
Can you call me back? I'm sorry, I'm confused about these two sets. Thank you, Bryan. Okay, I'm totally confused. I thought you said one set there is 102, and then there's 34 of the other set. I don't understand what the 24. I know the 24 are the ones I just placed on order last week. I'm confused. It's not hard for me to get confused, but I am confused. If you could call me, that would be greatly appreciated. Because at my age, talking to me on the phone is actually the best way to solve an issue. LOL. I'm losing my mind, I think. Okay, Loco question. I bought a Blues Brothers set car in cars, and the set are different than the Blues Brothers cars that are sold by itself. I'm looking for the big small that sold by itself. I'm looking for the big small tiny springs that came with the Blues Brothers car sets. So there are three different there are two different there's three different Blues Brothers cars. There's the cars that are independent from the sets. Those are completely different. Then there's the Blues Brothers set 106 miles to whatever, Chicago, and that's with the speaker on it. Then there's another Blues Brothers set without the speakers on it. Those are three different sets. All of the cars except that are in the assortments, which is the blue, those have extraction chassis. Both the sets have the these are extraction. So this is an extraction chassis Blues Brothers with the speaker on it. This same car is in the Blues Brothers set, but it has an amp chassis. If that clarifies everything out. Okay. Now I've tried to get the springs and the guide shoes from the car, and I was told not to ask for that anymore. So I'm not asking for that anymore. Yes, I'm trying to get a hold of the amp chassis springs, but I do not have access to them. You have to call Auto World, and Auto World will send them directly. I think. I don't know for sure.
How do you remember all
this? Okay.
15805.
Yeah, 15805. That's very easy to know. You just have to have a brain there, Mac Henry.
If I only had a brain.
If I only had a brain.
I could talk to dogs and animals. If I only would sing.
Poor Mac Henry. All right, I need to know. I need something from everybody. All right, so I have a question to ask you guys, all you guys. Is there anyone that would like to volunteer and drive to Alaska? Drive to Anchorage, Alaska, and back with me in my camper. Is there anybody that would like to do that in August? Yes, I have HP7, plenty of HP7s, yes. Orion, Orion won Nassau. Guess who that is? He's obsessed with Nassau. Nassau is the worst organization on earth. Unbelievable. All right, he will. Okay, who is Origin 1 Nassau? Who's that? Let me guess. Snuggles. So, all right, so Snuggles. All right, so does everybody understand? We know who it is. Take him with you. Can I bring my dog? Can I bring my dog? It's the only name I was authorized to use. Gas mask included. Big Bryan would love to tag team with Big Road also, Adam. I would if I could, but I'm in the UK. Just fly over. Okay. Adam Hurt will go with you. Adam Hurt doesn't want to go with me. No, this is the first time I've asked anybody. So I am seriously considering of driving my camper to Alaska. Okay. And I'm wondering if there's somebody that would like to go with me in my camper. And it would take 30 days. It would take us a week to get there. It'd take a whole week to get there. We'd spend a week. Actually, it might take a week and a half. And then we would spend a week in Alaska doing videos and all that. And then we would drive back, and it would take about a week and a half to get back. I'm seriously going to want to go with you. Okay, so let's picture this. Let's picture this idea of Snuggles in the car with me nonstop to Hawaii, okay? Or to Alaska, to Anchorage, Alaska. Okay, let's get that picture in our head, okay? So I'm driving and I have this guy next to me, okay? For literally a month, okay? Oh my gosh. Okay. I went on a silver seas cruise last year in May. Flew to Lankerage, picked up the ship at Stewart the last six stops, ended up in Vancouver. Best trip ever saw. I would have to agree. Okay, I would have to agree to everything you say, even food. Let's see. You would end up booting him out within 24 hours. Well, first of all, you guys would have to imagine that if I took Snuggles with me, okay, there's a lot of people that just do not like Snuggles, okay? And I've told him, I said, I don't understand it, Snuggles. Okay, I don't know why you have such a hatred on my live stream. I just don't understand it. Unbelievable. So this is my T-34 tank. Look at this thing. Isn't this beautiful? Look at this thing. And the turret. This is what I like right here. Pretty sweet, huh? Pretty sweet, baby. Look at this. Isn't that sweet? My little tank. ProTinkerToys. We sell those at ProTinkerToys.com. We have everything you can possibly imagine at ProTinkerToys.com. ProTinkerToys.com. You know what? There were 3 new pit kits that we got in. And unbelievable. Looks like the same tank in Kelly's Heroes. No, that was the Sherman. It's Kelly's Sherman tank and the Tigers. I know, Dan, it would be hard to do it, but I accept it. Bob Beers will go with you to Alaska. Right, yeah. I guarantee you Bob Beers is not going to go with me to Alaska. I must be crazy and brave to all the same time to do this. I'm going to have to insert NASA to pick me up in the case it happens. Snug's Big Adventure, Chicken Dance. Anyways, I don't know if this actually comes to pass. It's right now in my mind, okay? And I'm going to talk after they do the wheel bearings tomorrow. I'm going to talk to my to them, and I'm saying, you know, what is the Hey Siri, what's the history of the Ford V10 engine? Okay, the V10 engine is a 10-cylinder piston engine where two banks of 5 cylinders were arranged in a V configurations around a common, oh my gosh, this thing is huge, arranged in around a common crankshaft. The V10 engines are much less common than V8s and V12 engines. Several V10 diesel engines have been produced since 1960. For the V10 engines for cars were first production in 1992. Hey Siri, what is the mechanical issues with the V10 Ford engine? The V10, the spark plugs may misfire. That may cause variety in things, but one of the most common causes is spark plug failure, designed to create a spark and ignites the fuel. That's somebody has told me that about the spark plugs. Sometimes they might not. Anyway, so that's an idea. I don't know if it's going to happen. Maybe Derek wants to go with me all the way to Alaska. Oh, that would be funny. Wouldn't that be funny if a black man and a white man would go all the way? Oh, Ryan. Maybe Big Ryan would want to go to Alaska with me. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is part of the show. Man, chills out. Block. Unbelievable. All right, no drama. Okay, so let's step it back. Let's cut the comments for a little bit. Let's everybody relax. Okay, let's breathe. Breathe. Okay, we don't want to get anybody upset. Okay, you just gotta remember already, Snuggles, you've already commented 500 times. All right, you've commented enough for today. You don't need to comment anymore. You just say, okay, great. You let me know, Bryan. That's all you have to do. Yes, we noted, we know. Okay, so here's the goal, Snuggles. The goal is for you to change your name again, and the goal is for nobody to know who you really are. Okay? That's the goal. But for some reason you have a way so that people know who you are right out the bat, okay? Thank you very much, Orion Nassau, Orion 1 Nassau. Create another name and let's see if you can be stealth. Okay. Hi there, guys. Oh, that's funny. He wants to go with Bryan. Oh, that's great. That's what you have to do. Now, the question is if Big Ryan or Derek would want to go with me on my um my yes, you need to go with me on my trip to Alaska. Can you imagine that? A black guy and a white guy in a van for a month? What would people think? What would people think? Can you imagine if Big Ryan? Now, Big Ryan could get in the camper, or not in the camper, but he would fit and he could drive too. Uh, the question is, did you see Anthony's beard? Anthony Bateman's beard? Yeah, I know he's growing a beard. Oh my gosh. Are you paying? You need to have at least spending money and, for some of your food and that kind of stuff. But no, I'm not paying your entire bill. No. So, all right. So, believe it or not, I have one last donut in the donut packet for Donut Day. This is the last packet. These were sent to me by Rod Rodriguez in California. This is the last packet of donuts. Okay. And hey, let's go. So Derek wants to go with me. Derek has already said, yeah, let's go. So we have to decide. Do I want to go on this trip? Do I want to go on this trip? That's the key question. I have to start thinking about it and actually say yes or no on this thing. Because basically it's going to cost $1,600 in gasoline there and back. That's just in the gas. Okay. That's no other expenses. Donut time. Not cold enough. So the goal is to figure out, number one, do I want to do it? Ha. Well, Ryan, I can't take Daniel because Daniel's trying to get his house done. Ryan, he can't go because his mattress store is failing. Mark can't go because he's broke. Lincoln, I don't know where Lincoln is. I'd love to take Lincoln. That'd be great. Lincoln and I going all the way to Alaska and back. See, I did a lot of things with Lincoln and I. Between his 15 and high school years, I took him on a lot of trips with me. And I thought we could have been a better but I don't. But his divorce with Hope did not go very well. That really affected him spiritually and emotionally. And
Now, guys, I told you I wouldn't have donuts anymore, but I like them too much to stop.
okay, well, first of all, that's funny that Adam just did this video. Okay. I told you that I had one packet left of donuts. Okay.
How?
One packet of donuts. That's it. They're all gone because these schmuckos opened up my package from Jose, and he sent me all these donuts, and they said they were all stale. There's no way they could be stole.
They weren't stale. They were moldy.
No, that's impossible.
I pinky promise you. And then Sarah ate one, and then I felt bad after Sarah ate it because I noticed they were.
Number one, I don't know why anybody wants it. They were not for anybody but me.
For you, I'm sorry.
You know, we've sold more toy guns yesterday than anything else in the store. Do you realize that? How many toy guns we sold? We literally don't have any guns right now. I mean, it's like we don't have anything in stock. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. We have 20. We are out of almost 20, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 35, 36, 36. We're out of 36 guns. We're sold out of 36 guns. Okay. 36. Maybe Arbuckle wants to go to Alaska with me. Wouldn't that be a hoot? How many would pay for that? For Arbuckle and I going to Alaska and back. What do you think? I could drive. You know what I could do? I could drive over to his house in Texas, and then we could leave from Texas all the way up to Anchorage. What do you think? How many of you would pay for that show? Okay, so yes, we have a couple. We're not very big in trains. We do have trains. We do have a train set. It is the Santa Fe. It's a basic set. 00647. It's the Santa Fe. The Santa Fe basic set. It's an oval set, and the Bachman and the Innovation Hobby kits. These are basically buildings that you can build and put next to your layout. Like right here, this is a racing lounge. This is a brand new one, the racing lounge. And these are little buildings that you can put on your racetrack. Here's a new one, Raceway Suites. That's a cool one, but that's 1/64 scale. Raceway Lounge, racetrack clock, police station. These are all buildings that you actually put together. And I have one right here. This is a motorcycle shop, and you put these together. They're cardboard, but they're photorealism. They've basically taken a photo of the building of a front of a building, and then they've put it onto gloss cardboard and create yourself a building that looks realistic. When you put shrubbery on them and trees, you can make these things look virtually realistic. This is our 3D innovation hobby buildings. And these are available at ProTinkerToys.com. We got like 20 buildings available to the consumer. You know what I'm saying? Those are cool. They are cool. Now the train set. Now they always are moving things around in the vault. So I don't know if those train sets are in the vault. Yeah, they are. So this is the sand. Now we don't have a lot of trains. I would like to get more Bachmann than I have, but this is basically a Bachmann set. This is the Santa Fe set. It's just a simple train set. It's got your transformer, extra, just a basic Santa Fe with a D7 engine, and just a nice circle loop. And then you can add different track to it. Just a simple set. Just a simple starter set. And that's what that is. Okay, let's start completely over. Yes, I would like both of those sets. Whatever you have left in stock, you can ship those to me. Thank you. What the heck? Holy cow. That's a little more than I want to pay. Oh my God.
That's what it is. Sanctimonious, meaning morally or intellectually smart.
Holy cow. That's a lot. I'm sorry. I was trying to get a hold of Suzanne. I keep mentioning it. I don't know why this. Now, I got to do something real quick. I'm trying to finalize this order on these race sets.
So you need a chair.
Mr. Schmucko is in my chair.
That's why you got to be careful with AI, because I think it does have an intellectual bias. It should people please me to what I want it to say.
What are you talking about?
Just this thing. I don't want to get too political.
What do you mean you don't want to get too political? You're already political.
All the pronouns.
Have you ever had a chicken wonton taco?
He's not making that up. I had to look it up.
Yeah, no,
It's at Applebee's.
Yeah.
And
What
he
are you
probably
talking
hasn't.
about?
He hasn't had one. Bryan likes one thing and one thing only: steak.
No, that's not true.
He
That's
likes
a very
dead-
biased statement.
It's a
You know what? I'm going to leave a present for you, Mac.
I know what he's doing.
no.
Come here, Mac.
No.
Come here, Mac.
Yes, Max.
Mac, come here.
Everyone out of the trenches.
You're sick. Okay, so we have the train sets, and all right. So I got the rest of those race sets. So I have a bunch of the. We're gonna put the California Cruising and the we're gonna put those on sale, okay? And we're gonna give you the discount that the Auto World gave me. I'm just gonna give you the discount, okay? And therefore we'll be able to sell them at our retail price, but give you a discount because I got a discount. So I'm gonna still make the same amount of margin, okay? Which is pretty awesome. So AI, let me explain. So everybody's all confused about this AI. Let me explain what this whole thing is. People are so paranoid about AI. I watch all these signs, no data center near me. What are you, crazy? I just let me just make this very clear, okay? I love my house, okay? I love my house. I've been there 26 years, okay? I love it. But you know what? If somebody came to me and said, Bryan, we want to buy all this property, and I'll give you, $4 million, $2 million. I'll say, how fast do you want it? Okay. When can I sign, and how fast do you want me to be gone? Because this is only land. Okay. I've got a whole life to explore. I have a lot of things I could do. You got people, there's a couple, and I don't know their story, but so you got Findlay, Ohio. Picture this in your mind. You can Google it too. You got Findlay, Ohio. You come off of Interstate 75, and there's a Walmart there. Okay, so they bought all this property, and there's one house that's literally right on Blanchard Road. I think it's Blanchard Road, right in front of Walmart. There's one house that is literally not sold. Okay, you know that they have held out because there's a right next door. The person next to them, they already sold out, and they probably got $1 million. And so they put a Waffle House right there, and then right next door is this person's house. Okay, and they wanted to build a Chick-fil-A right next door. And I'm sure Chick-fil-A went to this couple and said, hey, do you want to sell? No, this is my property. I don't want to sell because I don't want all this expansion of blah, 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 blah. And so they build this brand new Chick-fil-A, and they've got this one little residential house now squeezed in between. You have one little house, okay, an acre of land, and it's squeezed between a Chick-fil-A, a Walmart, and a Waffle House. And they have this one that little property, you can't do anything with it. Okay, now they might be able to sell it to somebody, but there's not enough parking. You can't put anything in it that's parking. They've kind of screwed themselves. Okay, now they probably say, well, I was born, this is my property, I'm not selling it to no corporate greed. Okay, great. Corporate greed. I'm sure they were willing to pay you $1 million, $2 million for a piece of property that you bought in the 1950s for like $4,000, and now you're going to get $2.4 million for that property. It's the same thing they had to Aunt Loretta, which she died last week. Aunt Loretta had this property in Norwich, or in Norwich, Ohio, or Lenage, or whatever town, Lisbon. And this is where the Mohegan Sun Casino was going to build. And so all the property near the Mohegan Sun all became higher profits. Okay. And there were 4 properties. Aunt Loretta was one of the 4. And they offered every person $1 million for their lot. One person of the 4 people said, no, I want more. Well, guess what happened? Nobody got anything. They built right across the street, didn't even build. People get so greedy when, you know what? A bird in the hand's worth 2 in the bush. All right, now they want $21,000 to redo the siding on the house. That's not bad. 23,000. $21,000 to redo the house with new siding. No, AI, here's the problem is that everybody thinks that AI is going to take over. Okay. And the problem is, and it even goes back to the 1970s. There was a great sci-fi movie. I loved the movie, but I didn't like the ending because it's basically AI takes over the world. They make this supercomputer, Colossus. It's called the Forbin Project. Great sci-fi. It's on YouTube, and they create the Forbin Project, which is Colossus, and then the Russians make the same thing, but the American computer takes over. Okay. The problem with all of this sci-fi and all this computer is conscience. Okay. I am a human being. I have a brain. My brain gives me conscience. I know that I'm here. I know that I live. I know what day it is. I know everything. Okay, in the sense, from that standpoint, a dog does not know that it's a dog. A dog does not know what today is. A dog is just a dog. It lives. And it's same as a computer or AI. AI is just searching the internet for what is written and it makes something up. Okay. It does not do anything else than just make things up. Okay. Nothing is real about it. Nothing is science fiction about it. It's never going to take over the world because it never can have conscience. Because if you have conscience, you have to have a soul, and it has to become a divine. When you are born in your body in conception, there's a spark, and they realized this about 20 years ago. They realized there's a spark that happens in birth that all of a sudden your conscience, Bryan Young, is put into this brain. Okay, a computer is just zeros and ones. That's it. And why these people are freaking out about AI. Oh, AI, oh no. Oh, I give up. I give up. And you're right. West Virginia is probably the best place for all this AI because there's so much land. He thinks he has a brain. Let's see. He thinks he has a brain. Unbelievable. It's white. Oh no. It's Y2K all over again. You're right. The stupidity that was happening. Mac Henry's parents, they had a ton of Y2 stuff in their basement. They were collecting milk and it was crazy. Stay clear if you can of AI. No, you don't understand. Do you know what they said about the computer 40 years ago? Oh, it's going to take over everything. The computer's going to take over again. It is zeros and ones. Program in, program out. Program in, program out. Okay. It is never going to have, they always talk about, in the movie Terminator, it becomes self aware. Okay. Now let's see. Let's examine that word self aware. Okay. So you're telling me that a program of just basically zeros and ones, it's just a program. And so if you took one of that line of that code out of the program really wouldn't work. So you're telling me an AI program is going to have self-aware. Self-aware of what? That he's a computer? Oh my gosh. It's Listen, we can't even figure out 10% of our brain. We only use 10% of our brain. Can you imagine if man could use 100% of his brain? Do you have any idea the ramifications of using 100% of your brain? Does anybody have any idea? I'm just telling you, listen, don't worry about it. There's, okay, look, okay. Let me make this very clear. Let me come back over here to my little tank. Okay. All right, this is my little tank. Okay. This is my little tank right here. Okay. Pretend this is a AI program. Okay. An AI program. Pretend this is an AI program. Okay. This is my little tank. Now, inside this little tank is a mini program. It's a mini computer. Okay. And inside the mini computer are written code. Okay. It's a code that's written. And the code is written that if I push down on this, the turret's going to turn right. That's all it says. It's a line of code because I was writing code when I was in the Navy because I bought a TCRS-80 or a Radio Shack TS-80 for $1,000 that had 3K of programming memory. 3K. And so I was typing code. And if you made one mistake on the line of code, it wouldn't work. So if I tell this to go up, it's going to turn right. That is what you call code. Okay. You have to program it in everything you do. Okay. Everything. Matter of fact, if you guys, I don't know if you guys watched the Sean Ryan show. Sean Ryan had on a guest last week, and he is a robot builder. He builds robots in California. And right now, they're in the process of trying to download everything that a human does, okay, into a program. But they have to write that. Have to write the code, okay? It's not something. Now they do have AI programs that can write code, okay, that has no flaws, okay. What you want to have a code that's got 100,000 lines, but there's no problems with it. And then you have another code that says, okay, when I press both of these buttons, it's going to go forward. And if I press both of these buttons backwards, it's going to go backwards. And if I press one and I press the other one, it's going to turn. All right. It's all code. It's all code. Everything is code. Okay. It is called zeros and one. And it is a very simple code. And it doesn't have any science fiction attribute or it is just a code. Okay. And a computer can make this. A computer can make a decision. Yes, a computer can make a decision based on the code that is written. It can't just sit there and say, hey, listen, I'm going to do this, unless that is in the code. That's what it is. But people are so paranoid about this AI that they really believe that AI is going to, and you know what it's going to be? It's going to be humans that are going to be the ones that are, can you imagine? Okay, let's go back to 1912. So you have two guys, okay, that were told, no, that's impossible. You cannot fly an airplane. So they basically build this airplane. They take it all the way to South Carolina onto the beaches, and they fly this rickety piece of junk airplane made of string and paper, and they get it off the ground, and they have the first of flight. Okay, everybody says this is a fluke. This is never going to work. You're never going to be able to do anything with it. And then you have Mr. Mitchell. 1920, he says, well, you know what? I'm telling you right now, the Japanese are gonna have aircraft carriers. They're gonna fly Japanese planes. They're gonna bomb Pearl Harbor, and we're not gonna have anything to do a way to stop them. And they mocked him. They almost crucified him. They took him to court. The court martial of Mitchell of Colonel Mitchell. Then you have the computer, okay, and how it got started, okay? Everything was going to be the doom of everything. Oh, we weren't going to be able to survive with airplanes. Airplanes, oh, you're never going to be able to take off. You're going to fly an airplane all the way from St. Louis or from New York to Paris. Are you crazy? That never could. Do you realize they said never could happen? Nobody wanted to fund it. It only cost $15,000 to build the right plane. No, they can't do that. A program is basically a series of zeros and ones. If you do this, then you do this. That's what it's all about. Everything. If you do this, then you do this. If you do this, then you do this. Like Data in Star Trek. He's just an android. He has no conscience. There is no conscience in an android. All these robots that they're going to start making, they're never going to have conscience. You're not going to have Isaac. What is it? iRobot. It's never going to happen. A robot is never going to have a conscience. It's never going to say, "Hey, listen, we're a robot. You got to treat us with respect." I like that movie, Electric. What's it called? Electric Avenue or something? Electric something. And one of the guys goes, "You're a toaster, okay? You are a toaster. You have no rights, okay? A toaster has no rights." And then somebody would say, "Well, yeah, a toaster has some rights." See, that's where you then get into all this science fiction, this fantasy. Like, you think a toaster could have conscience, okay? Well, no, I don't believe a toaster can have conscience, but there could be a potential where a toaster could have a conscience, if we put enough computer. No, you don't understand, idiot. And that's what you're an idiot if you believe this. You are you're a Greek idiot, because there were two idiots in Greece. Greece, you had these Greek idiots, okay, that literally could not vote. They were not allowed to vote. A Greek idiot. They were basically philosophers and politicians and so they had no right in voting because they were only indulged in themselves. Can we go back and talk about your leg? My leg is perfectly fine. Now, what I'm noticing today is because I'm using it and I walked 3 miles today, I'm feeling a tingleness from my back down to my leg, because my leg is getting better, because now I'm having better movement. Left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left. Oh, man, I can't handle this. All right, talk about your wife kicking you. Okay, so my wife never kicked me. Why does everybody says my wife kicked me? The king of slot cars. Okay, so Bob Beer is becoming the king of slot car. All right, let me explain to you about Bob Beers, okay? Bob Beers, he's just another guy that got into slot cars back in the 1970s, okay? Just like everybody else did. And then he started to buy slot cars, and then he wrote his book, which I will say it's a nice book. Bob Beers' book is a great book. The problem with Bob Beers is that, and there's a group of these people that think that Aurora, I call them Aurora purists, that if you show them anything Extraction by Auto World is that you're a sellout, or that's not true Aurora, but they're okay with AFX, okay? Racemaster, they're okay with Racemaster's AFX, which has less to do with original Aurora AFX than Racemaster's AFX, because Racemaster's AFX has nothing to do, no comparison at all to Aurora AFX Magna Traction or their Mega G or Tommy's turbo chassis. Because when Tommy took over the AFX brand in 1980, around that, they completely redid the entire chassis. The chassis was completely new under Tommy days, okay? And that's what people have to understand, okay? Now, I don't care if he's the king of slack. I don't really care, really. All I know is that a year ago, and I really listen. You know, I can be nice. You could do a lot of things to me. You can say bad things to me, but you know what? When you deliberately cross me or do something that I think is kind of, you know what you really did that, really? You know, it's really hard. It almost would take a personal apology, because I went to him a year and a half ago, and I said, listen, I'd like to buy 100 cars from you. A good, can you give me a good deal on 100 cars? 15 a piece or 20, and then, put some, not so good. But so what he did, he sent me 50 Tyco, miscellaneous Tyco, and then sent me 50 scale electric 164 scale cars, which has zero value. Zero. Scale electric slot cars, 164, have zero value. Nobody wants them. Okay. And I said, really? You really that really upset me. That and it still upsets me right to this day. When anybody else brings Bob Beers up, that upsets me. Okay. Now, can I forgive a guy like that? Yeah, I'm not gonna die over it, because he had these collections. He had these cars right here. I bought these about 2 years ago. And that's the Bob Beers series. And these were the Bel Air, 57 Bel Airs. I bought a bunch of these from him, and I put them on extraction chassis. I mean, these are nice bodies. He didn't pay any license on that body, because you don't need to pay license on that body. And we've got, like 10 of these cars left. Plus we have the clear chassis. We don't have a lot of these left. And then we have the chrome versions. These are the chrome versions. These are the chrome 57 Bel Airs. All you have to do is type in chrome 57 Bel Airs. These are all made by Bob Beers. So it's not like I have an axe against him. I'm just telling you what he did. So anyways, that's that. Irwin Toy represented Tommy. No, they did not. Tommy, I have 2 unopened packages of Tommy cars from Irwin Toy. French language all over it. Well, now they might have started, because I came with Irwin Toy back in '96. Now Tommy started in 1980. Now they could have sold sets back in the 1980, okay, but that was before I came to Irwin Toy. They might have. Now, see, I just felt a kink or a crack in my pelvis. Okay. I just felt that. Wow, that's amazing. Those Bel Air bodies are no good, Mr. Hickson. So Mr. Hickson doesn't like Bob Beers' 57 Bel Airs. Does Mr. Hickson like anything? I give up. Most tip top cat. Actually, I think I want one. I hear the braided shoes help keep the tracks on the track. I have unopened packages of Tomy cars. Send me a picture of them, Miss Most Tip Top Cat. Or no, it's oh, I have two. No, oh, that was Anyway, so that's the history of slot cars in a nutshell. I got a crack in your behind. I was watching that if I did a couple of these exercises, well, that's going to knock that shelf over. Okay. Just use a cane. Who said that? I need to do squats too. I had a good walk this morning. It was a good walk. I enjoyed the walk. I tell you, Adam, oh man, some days I really like to just jab slap him senseless. Oh my gosh. Just jab slap him. Unbelievable. 21,000. That's to redo the siding on the house. 21,000. Man, it's so tempting. No, I gave them all away. I gave all the Scale Electric cars away. That was a waste. I made no money on those cars. I literally just had to give them away. And I was thinking of joining a gym, but you know what? I'm so busy. It's like, what am I supposed to do? But Arbuckle doesn't think I should work out. Arbuckle thinks I'm going to be dead in about a year or two. So it's kind of like, why do I even work out? Because I'm going to be dying anyway. So, what do you do? What do you do? Well, we got a lot of sales going on right now. Our guns are number one. Slot cars, we got our sets are selling. We got all of our exclusives still in stock. Our Bobby Isaac trailer is almost sold out. So is our 55 Bel Airs. Our number one seller right now is our Bryan cherry picks only my negative comments and complains that I'm always so negative. Well, Arbuckle, let me tell you something. If you would say something positive, just one thing about me, I would be amazed. Okay. Maybe you can have biceps like Adam. Well, Adam Hurt doesn't. Those are not his biceps. Okay, those are fake biceps. You know when you've thrown out your back. You know when you've thrown your back out because you feel like little tinglings around your legs, and that is your nerves becoming less stressed. Yeah, Adam Hurt. Well, there's a guy that works out. Oh my God, I think I'm gonna throw up. Unbelievable. Okay, Dodger. What color paint do you need on those slot car tracks that you built? And what brand? It was just general paint I get at Home Depot. Usually I go there and I ask them, hey, do you have any returns or reject paints that, just some acrylics? And that's what I use normally. Those are fake, no kidding. Now, what I want to do is I want to try to get So we got Mac Henry. Mac Henry had some bad news yesterday. Okay, you're friendly mostly when it's not an actually pretty much. Okay, you're friendly mostly when you're not. It's a act pretty much how that for positive. Okay, I have no idea what he just said. Table awesome. Hard to work out and take 4 or 5 naps a day, Mr. Ixon, Bryan cherry picks what I said. Yeah, okay. Tweeter inversion table is awesome. Oh, Bryan. You're friendly. I don't know what he's saying. Adam's movie now. Here's Adam again.
Hey everyone, ready for some fun aerobics? You bet, Bryan. Hey everyone, ready for some fun aerobics? You bet, Bryan. Let's get this party started. Awesome. Arms up, march in place. Feel the burn. You're doing great. One more.
He's got issues. Adam has issues, okay? Unbelievable. I think he's got problems, actually. I think that Adam has got some serious mental issues. And I think that he is, he's got I think he's got some medical things. I'm not going to show the guys the video, Adam, because I think it's really kind of ridiculous. You're friendly. Oh. All right, so let's see. What else are we going to show off here? Let's come down here and let's show off some cars real quick. So we have the 418s. The only thing of 418s that we have are the Corvettes. We don't have the pizza. That's what we don't have anymore, the Dodge van. We have all three. We have the Turtle Wax, the JD Luds, and the Golf vehicle. We don't have the van anymore. These are Auto Worlds. VW Beetle, the Corvette, and the Datsun pickup. We're out of the Bel Airs from 417. Those are blackout bruisers. GT40s, the GT Icons. For some reason, those just, I really thought, and Arbuckle told me that, he didn't like these cars, but he liked he liked these versions better. I'm thinking, you got to be kidding. I think we're sold out of them too. Man, all the cars that have come out over the last. So Arbuckle thinks that this car right here, maybe I'm wrong. So Arbuckle thinks that the top car is uglier than the bottom car. Yeah, I don't understand how Arbuckle thinks that the Space Jams are better than the GT Icons. I don't understand that one. They couldn't sell the Space Jam cars. I had to buy them at a discounted price just to move them. I don't understand it. I don't understand that. That's one dilemma that I will never understand. I do think the big Cobra is oddly proportioned. Well, this is the same Cobra in the Space Jams, the same car as this one. Then the Corvette Grand Sport. That's another great one. And that one was the Grand Sport is that's the Corvette Grand Sport. Maybe they like the color tires. Maybe, I don't know. Chaparral. Well, we have a great collection of cars. All you have to do is go to our website. You can see all the cars that are in our inventory. All you have to do is ProTinkerToys.com. ProTinkerToys.com. So we have less than 64 golf tankers. 64 golf tankers. We have less than 24 Mayflowers. Golf tanker and Mayflowers. We have less than 24 of the golf of these and less than 60 of these. Two best sellers. Let's trap Nate back here. What do you mean do nothing? We want to leave you with something, Nate.
No, don't leave me nothing as a gift.
He doesn't want to be given a gift.
I think I'm okay.
What a weasel.
What?
What a weasel. 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 Now, if you want some Scale Electric stuff, we still have some Scale Electric stuff that you can buy. Some inner curves, outer curves, switch tracks. Come on, get it, baby. Come on down. And the price is right. Come on down to the Price is Right. Holy moly. Holy moly. So tomorrow is Thursday. Today is Friday. Or today is Thursday. No, today is Wednesday. That's right. Today is Wednesday. And tomorrow is going to be in the shed. We're going to be building it. We've got something we're going to be building tomorrow because I have all these brick system sets. And we put together this item yesterday. I also started it last Thursday, but we built the T-34 tank. This is really a great item for the price. $100, $99. What a deal. With 3 motors, it is a great deal. And a remote control, 2.6 or 2.3 gigahertz. You get 3 motors, the power unit, a battery unit, everything. You don't need batteries. You just recharge the battery unit and you're done. Another great toy at ProTinkerToys.com. Plus, we have a lot of Gundam. Check out all the fun stuff that we have. We have the Optimus Prime. A lot of fun stuff. A T90 tank. That's a nice one, the T90. Holy moly. We got so much cool stuff at ProTinkerToys.com. You want to check out all the neat stuff we have? We want to thank everybody for watching the live stream today. Want to thank everybody for supporting ProTinkerToys.com. Just remember, we are ProTinkerToys.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button. We have a lot of fun stuff, and we have more than you could possibly imagine. The colored tires have grown on me. I'm a sucker for bright plastic things. To be fair, the old Aurora Cobras was also terrible promoted, but I'm used to it. Battery charging hobby. Yes, it is a battery charging, but if you get a recharge, most of them come with rechargeable batteries. So, for example, let me show you this, because Arbuckle brings up a good point, I will admit it, and that's why this tank is actually a great tank, okay? Because you don't need any batteries for it. Now, the remote needs 2 batteries, but the remote will last forever on 2 AA batteries, okay? So the nice thing about this tank is the mechanism that has that controls the RC is in here, and you can recharge that. Okay, all you do is recharge it, and you can just reuse this over and over again. So you don't need AA batteries in it. You're just recharging the main battery or the main RC battery. I don't think Arbuckle likes RC. That is my opinion. I just don't think Arbuckle likes RC. RC hobby is really a battery operated hobby. Now, I can tell you right now that I'm experiencing, and everything is starting to shift down because now I have a pelvic, I can feel my body almost like my body is shifting, and things are starting to move away from pain. I just had a tingling down here in my pelvic when I'm doing these exercises. Don't you love it? Don't you guys love watching this live stream? That's Jerry Barkman. Jerry Barkman Jr., Kenneth Scott, Linda Williams, Michael Henderson. Now Gibsonburg. Now who lives in Gibson? There's only one person I know in Gibsonburg, and that is the person that has Randall Appliances.
No, you're a little off. This is Matt from Freedom.
Oh yes, okay, Freedom. Yes, okay. So I got your quotes.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to make sure you got them. Okay?
I did. I got all three of them. The house, that one, I can see. The price on that one is, I was figuring it would be around there. I was hoping it would come in a little lower. But I'm just, and then the shed, that one is high.
Yeah, that's for metal. I mean, to be completely frank, like I talked it over with my installer, and the problem is the way that it bends up. I mean, you have a lot of roof there when you lay it all flat with the siding up. Now, if you just did the top in metal, and then did something different for like the part where the roof comes down like the Mansard style, you could do something along those lines. But I mean, it's a pretty big roof when you do lay everything out. And the way it curves up at the end is a little challenging to make.
Well, so how much would it be cheaper than to do it in shingles?
Oh, 100%. It would be way cheaper.
Well, so what are you saying? Cheaper?
How about that? I'm currently on the turnpike.
All right. Yeah, just send that to me. Send that to me.
Yeah, I'll send that over.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That'll be considerably less for you. So yeah, I'll send that over and I'll give you a holler after I get.
All right. All right. Thanks. Yep.
Yep. Bye.
All right. So that was the roof guy giving me a quote on the roof. Well, so let's see what else is going on today. No, we've got a lot of Bryan's bargains. Next week we're going to have some big specials starting on Friday, and I'm going to be going over that with the boys tomorrow, maybe, hopefully tomorrow. And then let's see what else. We're going to be working on in the shed. I'm going to be gluing down the racetrack, the new racetrack. I call it the Cyclone Raceway. And then we're going to be building another track. What I want to do, here's my plan. I want to create. See, I want to do my own. I want to do my own slot car convention or show. I want to do my own slot car show. I want to do it in Findlay at the Findlay Inn down there, and I want to set up like 20 layouts that kids can just come up to and race in. Just weird layouts. And I want to have a bunch of those layouts set up. And I want to be able to do that so kids can have a lot of fun. And so let's hopefully that happens. And yes, I think we are doing an auction tomorrow night. I got to check with Daniel later on today. Okay, so that is the show for today. My batteries are dying. We got Facebook, Ocioso Molicos. Now they've started to spray. They've started to spray the shed or the vault here or the warehouse. Oh my gosh, I just keep farting, guys. It just wherever I go, it just keeps coming.
Because you're walking more.
Oh my gosh. No, it's holy cow. Oh my gosh, you don't want to be following me. You guys might want to go outside for a couple minutes till I go in there and shut everything down because it's pretty bad. I don't know why I got it bad today, but holy moly, I probably should. Holy cow, my gosh. You got real problems tonight, Bryan. All right, guys, so we're going to sign off right now. 2 hours of fun and frolic. Fartness is heading your Uranus. You guys are funny. No wonder you have no store customers. What did you eat, man? All I had was the only thing I had last night. I had a burger, terrible burger at Swig's. Just a terrible burger. It was a typical prefabbed burger. They just put it on the grill, and it wasn't a real. They call it a flat burger, but it wasn't homemade. You know if it's a homemade smash burger, you know. And it wasn't. It was just a typical burger. They put it on the grill, and it was terrible. Just I had to give one patty to Nate, and he just sucked the whole thing down like a pig, wallowing in the mud. And so that's it of that. Roger Hammer, unbelievable. You know, I had this thing that they made this thing and they never fulfilled it. They never agreed. They never listened to this. It says everything must be shipped by the end of the day or else there will be consequences. Bryan's mobile, and he spelled it wrong. Wrong. He spelled
now
wrong.
He's not taking credit
Bryan mobile wall power. He never listened to this, never followed it.
No, I followed it.
And why the hell does he have this?
Destroy it.
Just throw it away. He never followed it.
We've had that for ever. Like I made that like second week.
Okay, you are an absolute loser. Okay.
Put that on the wall. It belongs in ProTinker nostalgia.
Now, what do we need to look for?
So we just did HRP. We're gonna do a Horizon Hobby next. Danny isn't. He just said keep going on. Next is Horizon Hobby. We have to do a final audit on HRP, and then we're good to move on.
All right, guys. We will see you later. See you tomorrow. I'll be walking tomorrow, so if you want to watch the walking tomorrow,